The air we breathe is made up of a mixture of gases, including oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, argon, and others. Despite the abundance of these gases, we only breathe oxygen. Why is this the case? Especially since nitrogen makes up about 78% of the atmosphere, while oxygen constitutes just 21%. The answer lies in the essential role oxygen plays in energy production within our bodies. Humans can survive without water for days and without food for weeks, but going without oxygen for just a few minutes can be fatal. This underscores the critical importance of oxygen. The fundamental reason we breathe is to obtain energy. Our bodies are designed to require energy to perform even the simplest functions. Without energy, the biological system in our bodies would collapse entirely. We derive our energy from food. Once we consume food, it is broken down into molecules such as sugars and amino acids that can easily pass into the bloodstream, which then distributes glucose to all the cells. Every cell in our body contains a tiny powerhouse called the mitochondria. Here, chemical bonds within glucose molecules are broken down, releasing energy that the body uses to function. This process, however, cannot occur without a spark to ignite the fuel. Oxygen is that spark. When we breathe through our mouth or nose, air travels down the windpipe, branching into smaller airways and finally reaching tiny air sacs called alveoli. Each lung contains about 600 million alveoli, covered with tiny blood vessels, which connect directly to the heart's arteries and veins. As soon as air reaches the alveoli, oxygen is extracted and sent to the heart. The heart then pumps this oxygen-rich blood throughout the body. In the mitochondria, oxygen reacts with glucose to break its chemical bonds in a series of complicated reactions, producing water vapor, carbon dioxide, and energy. The carbon dioxide and water are sent back to the lungs to be exhaled, while the energy is stored in a chemical compound called ADP, adenosine triphosphate. This compound acts like a battery, storing energy for the cell to use when needed. After the energy is used, ADP becomes ADP, adenosine diphosphate, an empty but rechargeable battery. The presence of oxygen allows the cell to recharge ADP from ADP continuously. Therefore, the primary function of oxygen is to interact with glucose and extract its electrons, producing energy. Other gases, like nitrogen, cannot do this because they are less reactive. Nitrogen, in particular, forms a strong triple covalent bond, making it stable and unreactive under normal conditions. This means it does not participate in the energy-producing reactions within the body. While oxygen is the most efficient and necessary gas for our metabolism, the other gases in our atmosphere play critical roles. They prevent the concentration of oxygen from being too high, which would be dangerous. Pure oxygen can lead to the formation of reactive oxygen species that damage cells, tissues, and DNA. Therefore, the balanced mixture of gases in our atmosphere ensures that we receive the right amount of oxygen without harmful effects. This balance is part of the natural design that supports life on Earth.